It is April 16th. I'm hanging out with my mom, and we're just taking a walk on the beach.
Reminded me to keep my eyes on the light. And I hung the phone up and I said, boy, I have a lot of dysfunctional people in my life. And I hear this dear, sweet voice in my heart saying, I understand how you feel. 2005, I lost everything but my kids. What sustained me through the whole awful time. His light, his love. So I came through. And now I have a husband again, I have a house again, and I have a dog again. And so life goes on. Keep the eyes on the light. Keep your feet on the right path. Now that you're with me, I don't say anything, but I usually welcome the trees back from winter, pet one or two of them. You know, trees communicate with each other chemically, and they're wonderful living things. How's your sleep? Scientists do not know exactly how trees get water from and nutrients, how it goes up into the tree and gets to the branches and leaves all the way at the top. They've got ideas, but they can't prove anything because there's no pumping mechanism that pushes the sap up or pushes the nutrients. Every single cell. Its own little, almost like a city. Manufacturing, packaging and shipping, garbage cleanup. And it's all, of course, controlled by the brain, which is the nucleus. But in the nucleus actually is the library. And the largest library that scientists have found in the universe that they know of is DNA. Irreducible complexity. You ever heard of that?
Uh-uh.
Now a mousetrap has a platform, a hammer, which is that big punk, an arm that controls the hammer, and a spring and a trigger. All of those working together will catch a mouse. But if you take away any one single part of it, if you take away 1/5, you don't get 1/5 less mouse. You don't get anything. Well, they have discovered the irreducible complexity of nature. You know, it has to be whole when it happens, or it jeopardizes the organism. The universe is made up of things that had to happen all at once, because if any part's missing, the organism doesn't function. You remember flagellum on single cell things?
Yeah, a little tail.
Rings, bushings, the whole thing. Now, just because it's made out of organic material does not make it any less of a machine. If any one of those things were missing, the tail wouldn't function. That and DNA actually are the two main things. The biology that's being taught in most schools, they call it Darwinian biology. There's energy, matter, and there's also information. There's three things that come together. Where did the information come from?
A lot of this is an adventure for me because I don't know.
What's coming up next?
So I am telling my mom for the first time about the time that Pete KO, Jamie Geyer, now KO, and I and a girl named Tanya Ani ran from the cops. In fact, a little bit of freedom and took it too far. Well, yeah, we were